Hello and welcome to STIM TV. I'm Elete Layemi and today we are at the La Roque Art Gallery in the city of Port Harcourt for Zero Boundaries, an extraordinary art exhibition curated by Primrose Ochuba Adekemi. This art exhibition brings together 5 phenomenal artists, Innocent Chikezie, Podo Michael and 3 others. Their artworks explore creativity without limits. Follow me, let's view and hear from the curator, artists and guests what Zero Boundaries really is about.
Everybody, you're welcome to the La Roque Art Gallery. We're very excited to have you here today for the opening ceremony of Zero Boundaries. I'm particularly excited about the theme for this exhibition, and I'm more excited at the quality of works that all the 5 artists who are present for this exhibition have showcased. As you came in, I'm sure your eyes have wandered around and caught a glimpse of some of the works that are up for display. And all these works speak very seriously to the theme, Zero Boundaries. And we're not going to bore you so much today. All the artists are physically present. Most of the artists are physically present now, and they're available to answer all your questions, especially how the works that they have created speak to the theme Zero Boundaries. I'm sure when we hear boundaries, many things come to mind. And some of those things are what we're going to be interrogating today. Like I always say, I like to allow the works to speak. I like to encourage you to allow the works to speak to you. Yes, the works can speak to you. So allow them to speak to you. You can also communicate back to the work. And at the end of today's exercise, we'll be getting some feedback from you, especially me. I'd like to hear some of the things that the works told you that you'll be reminiscing on by the time you get back home. So please, let's put our heads together first for all 5 artists who have put this body of work together and made it possible for us to be here today. I'd like to specially recognize Professor Frank Ugiomo. Please put your hands together for him.
I practiced art a little bit, and recently somebody lured me to touch clay because I graduated as a sculptor before I stepped into history of art. And we are called to an art exhibition, Zero Boundaries, by 7 masters in Port Harcourt. 7 masters. If you see their name there, Shegun Ayesan, Podo Michael, David Anomnese, who bends stone to suit his dream and ideal. Then Innocent Anomnese, Woko Aguru. Don't be jealous that I commented on the sculptor alone, because I trained as a sculptor. I love these other ones. There are too many, so I don't want to comment on each and every one of them. But my attraction is around Zero Boundaries. When we bring 5 artists together, you're going to encounter what we call a clash in terms of style and spectacle. It is normal. And that normal thing about style, spectacle, nature of form and all of that oscillates around Zero Boundaries.
So tell us about the inspiration behind your works in this exhibition.
Every single one of them is different, right? Yeah, some of them are inspired by my trips to the village. Like I like to paint village settings. I like to take my children, you know, on adventure, and then I teach them how to ride a bicycle, and then I show them around the village. So we do that often. So the inspiration comes from the beauty and the, you know, all the things that I see in the village that makes me want to talk about them. Yeah.
So, how do you feel your piece contributed to the team Zero Boundaries?
I think it contributed really well because I see the reactions from the people who have engaged with it. So I think art should be of zero boundaries. Actually, you should take art to any length. So that's why I feel that particular work fits into the theme very well.
So, what is your first impression stepping into the art gallery today?
I think it's nice, most especially because it's in my own city, Port Harcourt, you know, and the gallery is one that, you know, invites you into like a more unique and intimate space as opposed to just having like big spaces with white walls. So I really like how the gallery is designed.
So, which of the art pieces here resonates to you and why?
I like one of the pieces by Innocent. I think that's the artist's name. And I like the one by Shegun Aison. And I feel like those pieces speak to me because they are figurative works and the use of colors and palette knives make them special.
So, what was your vision behind Zero Boundaries?
So, first of all, when we say boundaries, a lot of things come to mind: walls, distinctions, you know, and even in the arts, there's a lot of that dichotomy, right, between sculptors or mediums. So, when I say sculptors, I mean the different areas of the arts: sculpture, textile, graphics, right? And of course, like we all know, all these different forms of art engage different materials. That is already a boundary in its own. For this exhibition, we're trying to see how we could bring together several artists who engage different types of art, different mediums of art, yet speaking to the same conversation. And another way to also look at it is even in the way the artists use their materials, you would see that very recently, I should say that very carefully, you notice that many artists are no longer stereotypes, right? They're not bound by particular mediums. So you see someone who is, say, a sculptor exploring other materials that are not necessarily sculpture materials. So now you see artists being real artists, right? Not binding themselves to different areas. So this exhibition, one of the main aims for us in this exhibition was to explore these blurred boundaries between art forms, art materials, and even the conversations that the artists are trying to portray.
So tell us why you resonate with this art piece.
It reminds me of my mom because she seems like she's just there. She's not angry with you though, but she's just looking at you. From her hair to her glasses to her lashes. That's why I was struck. And her pearls, especially her pearls, she reminded me so much of my mom.
She Wears the Sun by Mr. Innocent. He did a very good job on that piece. Actually, I love all his pieces, but that particular one stood out for me. Yeah, so I just love the play of orange on one side of the face. It's really captivating.
The visual space created by the artist has overtaken the world, and many more persons are beginning to find value in the work of art, and such that artists are making a hell of money in their pockets, where we thought in those days, when I schooled in the university studying sculpture, my teacher told me, "You want to major in sculpture, hunger go catch you." Yes, but I don't think I'm hungry. I don't think any other artist who is conscientious with creating artworks can be hungry. And that's why I'm happy that so many of you are gathered here to interact with the works, interact with the artists, and invariably take home one beautiful message called beauty. What word did I use? Beauty.